Hello everyone, this is Mark with All Natural Aquatics. Welcome back to the new edition of What Did We Get Today? As usual, we're here at Pets Plus in Lawrenceville, New Jersey. Today we received a shipment of fish from Florida from our friends down at Lilies Tropical Fish. They always send us a lot of really nice Florida-bred only fish. They do not deal in wild stuff, only things that they're raising or other farms around them are raising. So a lot of bread and butter stuff today, but there's a few interesting things in here too. So let's open it up and see what we got. There we go. All right. First bag is silver dollars. Florida-bred silver dollars. We actually haven't had silver dollars in stock all summer, so I was excited to see those. A couple basics with them. Obviously, don't put silver dollars in planted tanks. That's a smorgasbord to them. But other than that, they usually do pretty well. I wouldn't put them in anything under about a 30-gallon tank. They do need some space. They get some size to them. And they're generally peaceful. They will eat anything small enough to fit in their mouth. Pink convicts. Actually, first egg-laying fish that I ever bred, and really the one that got me hooked on the hobby. Just watching them raise their fry, and yeah, I mean, you know, everybody, the first time you spawn a fish, ooh, you're gonna get rich because you got all these fish to sell. No, doesn't work that way. You're lucky to get anything for them. I think my local shop back in the day let me trade them in for about $0.25 a piece, something like that. But you know, it didn't matter because it was just really neat watching that. And like I said, the behavior is fascinating. If you haven't bred that fish, you should. Most of you have probably bred that fish and moved on to other things that are more of a challenge. But still a good fish, and a fish that really has a necessary place in the hobby. Silver tip tetras. Nice community tank fish. Their strain always has really nice color. Really attractive mid-water schooler, doesn't bother anything. And regular convicts. You know, if you don't like pink, hey, got the striped ones for you with the red bellies on the females. Really a nice looking fish. Despite the fact of how common they are and how, you know, a lot of people think that they're above and beyond them at this point, they're still a nice fish. All right, let's see what we got over here. And it's late. Fish room lights are off. I left lights on a couple of tanks, so it's a different look back there than what you're used to seeing. We got 2 half boxes in here. First one is panda barbs. They look really nice. They're in great shape. Man, those females look like they're about ready to spawn. You know, you get them settled in and feed them up well a few days, and I think you could spawn those if you wanted to. Great mid-sized schooling barb. You know, if you've got you could probably put them in a 30, but I personally wouldn't. I'd like to see them in a 40 breeder or 55, or better still, a 75 as a minimum tank, so that they really got the room to run. They get a lot of red on them. Really an attractive fish. It's about 3 to 4 inches. Not a huge fish, but bigger than some of your more common barbs. A nice fish for the school in a mid-sized community tank. These are their ornate rainbows. Look pretty nice. Maybe a hair smaller than I was hoping that they'd be more hair smaller than they usually are, but still nice fish in good shape. See one in there that didn't make it. I've only seen a couple in, taking the lids off the boxes. I've only seen a couple of DOAs, which, considering how hot it is today, that's a pretty darn impressive feat. One of the cooler things, super red bristlnose plecos. Okay, a bunch of those are a special order, but there will be extra ones available as well. This is their mixed mollies. It really is a heck of a nice mix. Really always nice. These guys always come in well, do great. One of the most popular fish that we get from them. But you can see, lots of different colors in there. You got blacks, you got silvers, you got gold dusts. There's probably a few Dalmatians in there. There's usually some greens in there. There's some marbles in there, and some of the orange tail marbles, which are my favorite of those. And something else we haven't had in a month or so, angelfish. Just got the mixed small angels. Their angels are always nice. They usually hold up really, really well. These are nickel to quarter body size. Again, looks like a nice mix. There's a lot of marbles, some silvers, some golds, probably a few other things. Oh, some black lace, probably a few other things in there. It's nice to have small angels in stock again. It'd be easier. Green cories. Again, you know, there's not a lot of stuff coming up out of South America right now. It really hasn't been all summer due to the virus. So had a hard time getting Corydoras in any kind of quantity and keeping them in stock. Actually ordered Paleatus and greens. They were out of Paleatus. They subbed albinos. They'll be coming up, I'm sure, somewhere along the line here. But just, you know, nice to have anything. So we got greens and albinos. These are rams. Nice size. You know, hard to tell much on the color, but they're usually pretty nice. So I'm sure they'll be colored up in the store here tomorrow. Just regular blue rams. These are turquoise jewels. Nice size on those. Neon tetras. I don't normally ever order them this small. This was the biggest size that they had. One nice thing about them when they're small is they are, you know, a little bit cheaper. There's more in the bag. You're not paying as much in freight per fish. So it works out a little better that way, but sometimes it's a little harder, to mix them with other fish too because of their tiny size. So they're a nice little snack for a lot of things. Dempsey's. Again, just, you know, one of those fish you gotta have. There's some really nice electric blue Dempsey's in stock too. A little bigger too. They're about like that. You know, I'd say 2 to 3 inches. Goyder River rainbows. It's the only other rainbow we got this time. Those are mixed small mbunas. You know, it's going to be a lot of your basics. There's Kenyai in there. There's, looks like some Sokoloffi in there. There's red zebras. There's Aratus. I'm sure there's probably 1 or 2 others in there as well. We got it. I don't normally carry that small in mbuna, but we got in from Indonesia a month or so ago a bag of yellow labs that size that were a substitute for a larger size that I ordered. So, you know, I still have half a tank of yellow labs. So figured we'd just get some assorteds and throw them in with those guys and have a nice mixed up tank. Okay, next one we've got female guppies. I've gotten the male guppies from these guys a number of times in the last year or so, and they've always been really nice. This is the first time I've gotten females. They're never on the list. But I was talking to Amy down there the other day, and she said, hey, do you want some female guppies? I'm like, yes. So there they are, and they look good. So that's going to probably make the bag next to them, the male guppies. And it is. You can see nice colors. Tails aren't huge, but nice color mix. There's some lyre tails mixed in there. They always hold up really well. And let's see. Pineapple swordtails. A little smaller than they normally run. But these, I'm sure, will color up even more once they're in the tank. It's a beautiful strain of swordtails that they have down there. The mixed platy, Florida-bred platy. I do prefer these over the Asian bred a lot of times. They seem to hold up a little bit better sometimes in our water quality here. Montezuma swordtails, basic green swordtail with some black spots. Those look really nice. There's some spectacular males in there. Sokoloffi. One of those basic mbunas that we're out of right now, so needed to get more in. And then the albino version, the snow whites. And one last thing in this box. The one plant we didn't get last week that we needed, and you couldn't get it because the shipment last week was from Singapore and you can't import these. Anacris. So, a bunch of that coming. That always flies out of here. And there's still quite a few of the plants from last week available as well. That was a beautiful shipment of plants from Singapore. That was a box of ghost shrimp. You don't need to see those. It's also 2 boxes of ghost shrimp and 2 boxes of feeder guppies. Their ghost shrimp and their feeder guppies are better than we get from anybody else. Every time we order from these guys, I always get multiple boxes. So this is going to be the last box. Red velvet swordtails. Look at the color on those. Really nice fish. And one of our employees, not a big fan of red velvets myself. I prefer bricks. But I bet one of our employees has been really bugging me to get red velvets. So, Shannon, there's your fish. And there's the albino cories. Green tiger barbs. The one fish I ordered that didn't come in were regular tiger barbs. These are greens. They look really nice. They're bigger than I thought they'd be. Nice color. And last fish on the shipment, regular bristlnose plecos. So that's everything for this week. I hope you guys are having a good summer. Hope all is going well for you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to send me a message. You can message me on YouTube, message me on Facebook, Mark Denaro. Come in and see us. Fish can be shipped anywhere in the country. Shipping's a little odd right now. I shipped fish last week to Columbus, Ohio by priority mail on Monday, and they got there Friday. On the bright side, everything was fine, but long time because of all the stuff that's going on with the post office right now. So just be aware of that if you're thinking about shipping anything. So please give us a like, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and we will talk to you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.